KurtWMortensen, Persuasion I.Q, the 10 skills you need to get exactly what you want. In the book Persuasion I.Q, the 10 skills you need to get exactly what you want, author Kurt W. Mortensen delves into the art of persuasion, explaining its importance and how it differs from manipulation. He emphasizes the need for understanding the needs and desires of the person being persuaded and highlights the significance of appearance, demeanor, and voice in persuasive communication. Mortensen provides helpful tactics to become more persuasive, such as cultivating a network of friends, using engaging stories, and establishing oneself as an expert or authority in a particular field. He also offers techniques for achieving agreements and supporting decision-making.
The power of persuasion. Persuasion is a survival tool used to develop agreements and consensus through discussion. Unlike manipulation, it does not involve deception and seeks to foster long-term, mutually beneficial relationships. Skilled persuaders' personal attributes, such as appearance and demeanor, can support their advocacy efforts. Effective persuaders must cultivate good personalities, dress well, and pay attention to details such as table manners. Persuasion is not just about selling, but also about gaining agreement and support. Good persuasion involves understanding the true needs and desires of the person being persuaded and presenting information congruent with their indicated desires. The art of persuasion. A good speaker should learn to project their voice, modulate tone, eliminate filler words, and use body language to establish authority. Eye contact and audience participation are also critical aspects of a persuasive speech. The power of social connections. In his book, the author emphasizes the significance of having a robust network of friends in establishing credibility and enhancing integrity. The endorsement of other people's friendship adds to one's power and in turn, improves the weight of the message. The author suggests asking for introductions to well-connected friends of friends and joining fraternal or social groups like the Masons, Lions Club, Rotary Club, or Red Cross. Further, support from an authority figure or a community leader can improve the credibility of an individual. The power of storytelling in persuasion. Engaging stories lead people to conclusions, making them an effective tool in persuasion. To tell a convincing story, include all elements necessary for finding solutions to related problems, creating an emotional connection, and driving people to decisions. Persuasion involves making others feel great about choosing your way. Salespeople need 3 stories ready: a biography, a company story, and one about their product. To perfect their storytelling, salespeople must practice and listen to themselves deliver the story. Breaking a story into sections and telling them at different times during a presentation can enhance delivery and emotional engagement. Building credibility and influence. In order to become a recognized expert in your field and gain credibility and influence, you need to establish a specific area of expertise, invest 1,000 hours into studying it, develop a unique perspective, express your beliefs through various outlets, and promote your ideas through media. This process is known as Gurudom, or the community of influence that well-known experts like Peter Drucker have developed. By following these steps, you can elevate your status as an expert and become a leading authority in your field. Persuasion techniques. To persuade someone, you must understand their beliefs and gradually adjust your presentation to align with theirs. This technique, known as belief perseverance, reinforces existing ideas. However, persuasion can occur when both the persuader and audience are open to questioning their beliefs. Beliefs are pliable and can be influenced by memory, repetition, and the authority of the person presenting them. A credible and confident persuader who believes in their message can change people's views. One way to persuade is to discover which beliefs most closely align with what is being presented, determine if those beliefs frustrate them in any way, inform them and provide proof, ask them to suspend skepticism temporarily, present evidence, provide samples or testimonials, and reward them. Persuasion techniques are not a rigid process, and the speed at which people adopt new beliefs depends on their levels of frustration or stress. Employing these techniques may require a change from both the persuader and the audience, but success can lead to emotional release and even stronger convictions. Effective persuasion techniques. To effectively persuade people, it's important to find common ground by referring to their past experiences and shared concerns. It's also crucial to keep a distance while acknowledging the influence of curiosity in decision-making. Limiting the availability of a sales offer and customizing details to each audience can enhance the effectiveness of persuasion. The power of permission granting in negotiation. Negotiations are about persuading people to do business with you. You can reinforce your authority and retain control by using a technique called permission granting. When people receive permission to do something, they feel comfortable and no longer fear negative consequences. You can subliminally grant permission by providing guarantees, test drives, or trials. In negotiations without a tangible product, negotiators can earn people's acquiescence by asking them to act as if a deal has been reached. Other techniques to accelerate the process of getting people's agreement include social matching, concurrence, empathy, inconsequence, likability, giving to receive, and accountability. When closing a sale or finalizing a negotiation, you are asking people to do business with you, putting them in a position of power. However, by offering a limited opportunity to form a relationship, you can reinforce your authority and retain control. This process, called permission granting, carries great power. When people receive permission to do something, they feel comfortable and no longer fear negative consequences. According to the book, there are several methods to subliminally grant permission, such as providing a guarantee, giving test drives or trials, and making people feel like part of a special group. In negotiations without a tangible product, negotiators can earn people's acquiescence by asking them to act as if a deal has been reached. This technique puts people into a mental test drive stage. Once they have accepted the offer formally, celebrate this success by making them feel welcome and then repeating the experience so they will come back for more. Other techniques that can accelerate getting people's agreement include social matching, by showing that other people have acted upon your advice, 2. Concurrence, by achieving consensus by finding common ground, empathy, by encouraging people to share your emotions, inconsequence, by getting people to agree with smaller elements of the bigger idea, building momentum toward a larger agreement, likability, by being pleasant and welcoming, giving to receive, by capitalizing on the law of reciprocation, and accountability, by securing a pledge and making people feel duty-bound to fulfill it. The bottom line is that negotiations are about persuading people to do business with you. Using permission-granting techniques could give you the upper hand and lead to a successful negotiation. The power of persuasion. Learn the 3 key elements of persuasive communication: positioning, presentation, and influence, that will help you master the art of convincing others. Persuasion is a skill that can be learned and honed through practice, according to author Jeffrey Gitomer. He breaks down the art of persuasion into 3 core elements: positioning, presentation, and influence. Positioning involves understanding your audience and crafting a powerful story that resonates with them. Use rehearsed and segmented stories that can be customized for any audience. Presentation is about making a polished, powerful, and concise delivery that connects with your audience. Prioritize your most important points at the outset and close to ensure that they stick with your audience. Influence involves using persuasive techniques such as testimonials, endorsements, reciprocity, and curiosity, as well as the idea of limited availability. These techniques work not only in selling or advertising but also in negotiating, and even web-based activities. Gitomer emphasizes the importance of having a goal and a deadline in mind, prioritizing your audience's best interests in your arguments, making only honest claims during your presentations, becoming familiar with the people you are trying to influence, and adhering to ethical standards and following professional protocols. By mastering the 6 tenets of persuasion, you can become an adept speaker capable of convincing others to take action or change their minds.
In conclusion, Persuasion I.Q. presents valuable insights on how to enhance one's persuasive abilities, touching upon personal attributes, storytelling, expert status, belief systems, and the use of quick persuaders. Mortensen emphasizes understanding the true needs and desires of the person being persuaded, and the importance of establishing credibility. He reinforces the importance of ethics and professionalism in persuasion. By following the principles and strategies outlined in this book, readers can develop their persuasive skills to achieve their goals, whether in sales, advertising, negotiations, or other aspects of their personal and professional lives.